Howdy y'all, I hope you guys are all doing well, I hope you guys are safe, and I hope you guys are healthy. So today's video is actually going to be a video that is directly, I guess, taken, in a sense, from one of the YouTube fashion or men's fashion legends, Sanjeev. You know, gotta give credit where credit is due. He did this years and years ago, I believe it was over 3 years now, but premise of the video is I asked you guys a question on Instagram and just waited for the suggestions to come in. Question was, give me a scenario and I'll go ahead and make an outfit for it. So what would I wear for X scenario? I got a ton of responses and I appreciate every single one. Thank you guys so much for participating, for following me on Instagram at wears_Galdo. And honestly, this one was a lot of fun to put together. As you can see, I have a bunch of clothing laid out behind me. I have, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or so. I think 8 total outfits. I couldn't get to every single scenario, unfortunately. I tried my absolute hardest to make outfits that are completely different from each other, and basically just to showcase the versatility of my own wardrobe. Let's get into the outfits. I'll go ahead and give you guys a description and an on-body for all of them. And honestly, some of these were hilarious. They were ridiculous in some cases, and just some honorable mentions that I want to go ahead and pick out is one was, what would I wear to the Met Gala? I'm not gonna do that one just because I'm not a particular fan of formal wear and I don't think I could do this scenario justice, unfortunately, but that's a great suggestion. Next one was being a tourist in Paris for a day. Also another really cool one that unfortunately I wasn't able to kind of include in this one. And then the last honorable mention is going to court for possession of opiates. But let's get into the scenarios that I did do. All right. So this idea was given actually a ton of times. I won't be able to include everybody that has suggested it, unfortunately, but what would I wear in an apocalypse? And I was kind of confused a little bit on which direction to take this one, but I knew I wanted to go rugged. I wanted a shoe that was just bulky and just something that can stand up to any sort of weather or anything like that. So from the bottom up, I have a pair of Yeezy 950s. The only pair of Yeezys I have left. I think these are really cool because I actually thrifted these. I got these for about $12 and it was because someone tried to do a custom on them or something like that, and so the top part of the boot is like kind of cut off and interesting. I'll show it off in another video, I'm sure, but the pants in relation to the shoes are going to be a pair of cargo pants from D-Squared. I'm not usually a fan of D-Squared, but this is like a really wide pair of cargo pants that I think go with the whole look absolutely perfectly and lays amazingly on top of the shoes. And then up top, I have a zipped up military bomber jacket with a collar. Just love this jacket. And so this outfit's very military, very rugged, really wide silhouettes. Big fan of this one. The next outfit is going to be one that was suggested by a couple of people. What would I wear for a date night? Now, I don't know if this is technically something that kind of counts, because usually whenever me and my girlfriend go for a date night, we're always just kind of in whatever we're wearing that day, kind of wear the same thing. But if I were to go to like a very nice restaurant and I wanted to kind of show up and show out, this fit right here. On bottom for shoes, we have some Clark's Wallabies. This is a collaboration with Carhartt, so it is waterproof or water resistant. It's super comfortable. It looks very good in my personal opinion. I love Wallabies. And then up from there we have the Wrangler Rancher polyester, not jeans, but polyester flared pants. And then going up from that, we have a Tommy Hilfiger wool vest that I thrifted. And then underneath that is just a regular, just kind of plain white shirt. I don't quite recall where it's from. And then over that is going to be a Harris tweed wide boxy blazer. So the next one is going to be, what would I wear remembering Kurt Cobain's legacy? I think this is a very fitting topic or theme for my channel. And I only say that because one of my earlier videos and let me know if you've been around for that long. But one of my earlier videos was about Kurt Cobain's impact on today's, I guess, style and fashion, and I loved that video. It did really, really well, so thank you guys for whoever watched it, whoever caught it. This is basically my amalgamation of what I think captures the essence of Kurt Cobain's style. On bottom, we have the shoes that appeared in that video oh so long ago, the Bata Hot Shots, one of the very many shoes that Kurt Cobain was seen wearing. Up from that, I have a customized Gap United Arrows pair of jeans. Really, really cool collaboration. Gap has been doing really cool things even before Yeezy was with them, so that's always nice. I have a flannel that I actually thrifted. It was customized and I found it at the thrift. Really cool, different patterns of plaid. Really kind of looks like a needles flannel, but boom, Kurt Cobain fit. All right, next outfit is going to be probably the funniest suggestion or scenario that I had actually got from this Instagram story. And at first I didn't think I was going to do it because it was so ridiculous, but I just had to include it. So what would I wear running from a horde of hamsters, parentheses, like 500, there's a lot. This is just such a good suggestion. Thank you for this scenario. I truly can't thank you enough. So when coming up with an outfit to run away from hamsters, I was thinking something that I could run in, something athletic inspired, something that is both aesthetic and functional, pretty much. So on bottom, I have the Hoka One One Tour Ultra High, what I'm not 100% sure what they're called, but there's some Hoka hiking boots essentially. Love this pair of shoes. They're probably one of the most comfortable things I've ever worn. Hoka is absolutely one of the most comfortable shoes. I know they kind of started as a marathon running shoe, but that's neither here nor there. For pants, I have undercover Nike convertible cargo pants. I'm not usually a fan of joggers, but this one kind of sits real well on top of the Hoka boots. And then on top of that, I have a Nike running shirt. So the upper has, or around the shoulder area, has these like 3M dots that just look really cool, very athletic looking, and I think the whole outfit comes together pretty well. And the shoes are both comfortable and rugged for if I need to stomp out some hamsters. So next up is going to be a scenario that I really, really enjoy, one that I think is very fitting now that we're in October, but it's kind of a combination of two different scenarios. So the first one was Halloween, real easy enough, and then the second one I decided to combine it with was dress up as if you were your favorite anime character / cartoon character. I would say maybe not super into it, but I am I guess you could call a casual anime watcher. I've watched all the popular ones and a couple of the ones that are a little bit out there. Not all of them, but the first outfit that I wanted to do, I actually came up with two different ones. The first outfit that I wanted to do was inspired by, from what I know many of you have seen or at least have heard of, Akira. Great anime movie from the 80s. And honestly, it's just such an iconic movie that I knew I had to do it justice. So what I did here, probably one of the only things that I own in red. Actually, no, we'll start from the bottom up. On bottom, we have a pair of Guidi boots. Guidi boots with the Vibram sole. So in the movie you can see Kaneda, he's wearing just a pair of red boots. I didn't want to go with red bottoms because obviously I don't really have red bottoms, but I went with black laceless boots. Up top, or not up top, but above that, I have a pair of Somar pants, like cargo pants, that the reason why I chose these ones is because they have a little fastening at the bottom which makes them sit on top of the boots beautifully. On top of that, white shirt, plain shirt, whatever. And then probably the only thing that I own in red, this is a thrifted kind of windbreaker. I think it kind of encompasses the entire character pretty well. And it's both something that is a callback to an anime movie, as well as something that is very easily wearable and nobody's really going to question you. It's not costumey. Now, in that same breath, I wanted to do another outfit that just came together so nicely. Like, all the pieces fell into place. So another one of my favorite animes is Naruto. I know it's kind of a basic one to love, but one of my favorite characters is Sasuke Uchiha. Particularly the outfit when he was basically Orochimaru's apprentice. And so I'll go ahead and put up a picture, of course, of what I'm referring to here. This is just my best rendition of it. So on bottom, we are starting with the Birkenstock Kyotos that I picked up in one of my vlogs recently. And then above that, we have a pair of cropped drop crotch trousers from Rick Owens. Absolutely love wearing drop crotch things lately. And then in combination with that, and the reason why I say things fell into place so perfectly is that I got this package while I was filming this video. This is a Cromwell Valley, a new brand that I think that you guys should definitely keep an eye out for. He made a pair of very Vujade-esque flared cargo pants, and it came with this belt. It's like a rope belt. It looks really cool and looks so close in reference to Sasuke Uchiha's belt that he wears in the show. Despite them being different colors, it's a rope belt. Looks pretty good in my book. And then on top of that, I have a thrifted button-up shirt. Altogether, super excited about the fit. I know my hair looks a little bit more like Itachi Uchiha, but I'm working with what I got here. Let me know what you guys think of these ones. The anime ones or the Halloween costumey ones I think are actually a whole lot. This one was probably one of the funnest ones to put together. All right, next scenario. It's kind of like a double one, but I got the suggestion of what would I wear if I'm about to time travel to the past/future. I picked the past, and I thought this was a really good opportunity to kind of show my older, or like things that have more heritage or, you know, history behind them. And this is kind of a dual one because someone had also suggested, what would I wear if I were a farmer who's going to a meeting to sell his corn? I think this outfit's very farmer-esque. But on bottom, we have a pair of Guidi derbies. Guidi's been around since the late 1800s, if I'm not mistaken. But they started as a leather tannery, eventually ended up making their own footwear. Guidi, such an old company, just made sense. Up top, or well, above that, I keep saying up top when I'm talking about pants, but above that is going to be a pair of pants that are originally from Scotch and Soda. They originally were a kind of indigo purplish blue pant. I wasn't a particular fan, so I decided to DIY them and dye them myself. They came out as a very uneven brown, which I think is absolutely beautiful. And then on my torso, I have a 50s French workwear jacket. Also another very popular thing lately. Looks really good, the shape's really nice, it's very wide, and with wide pants, they just look, I think, in my opinion, they look absolutely beautiful. Last scenario, last but not least, this one is another kind of ridiculous one I thought was very funny. This one is, what would I wear while I'm eating while I'm eating M&Ms? I saw this, and I think it was actually the first suggestion that had come up, and I just couldn't stop laughing. But I thought this was very fitting. So on bottom, I just have a pair of vintage combat boots. I mean, you know, that one is not all that crazy, but the pants are kind of the focal point of this outfit. I did a DIY, maybe like, I don't remember how long ago I did it, but did this DIY, paint splatter the entirety of this carpenter pant. I think it looks really funny and really interesting compared to what I usually wear, which is earth tones and all black. But this one has so many colors that I thought it was very reminiscent of M&Ms, and if M&Ms get on my pants, it'll just look like it blends in with the pant, I suppose. And then up top I have a just denim shirt from Rag & Bone, and super oversized, super big on me, but I think it like kind of looks very artsy in a way. Those are the outfits. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thank you so very much to anybody who submitted any sort of scenario to me. Let me know if you guys like this type of video. I just did it because I remember I absolutely loved watching these videos when Sanjeev was putting them out a couple of years back, and I was like, I need to get in on this because this looks so fun, and it was. So if you guys want to give me more suggestions on anything that I might be able to do as far as video wise, definitely feel free to put in the comments, DM it to me, whatever it may be. And yeah, I appreciate you all as always. Thank you guys. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.